the island of Erikusa. There's Gypsy bouncing away in the southerly breeze that's coming in. I've motored in the dinghy. She's parked moored in there. So it's a bit choppy coming across. So I could go in the marina, but what's the point in paying? It's still quite comfortable out there at the moment. I'm not good at mooring crosswinds on my own. The police station. I don't need to check in because I'm not harboured up on land, so I'm alright on anchor. So, go for a walk around the island. Erikusa Palace, bit of a holiday resort. Just on the other side of the island now, little disused harbour, but seeing as the wind's blowing from behind me from the south, considering anchoring out there today, and I can bring the dinghy into here. I'll go and have a look, see if it's suitable. Okay, just tried to anchor over there. It would have been ideal because it's near that old ancient harbour, which is only a short walk to the main square, but dropped the anchor and I thought there was something funny about the seabed. So anyway, I got my snorkel and mask and had a look, and the anchor's just lying on a pile of rocks. That's all it is there. So I've upped the anchor and going around to the other side of the island. It's a bit barren around there, but at least it's good anchoring. Let's see how it goes. Okay, that's me anchored up on the northern side of Erikusa. 7 metres of water. At least there's sand on the bottom this time. The previous anchorage I just tried, nothing but rocks. I was lucky to get away with it. There's no way to get ashore. I could, but if I want to climb cliffs, which I'm not really cut out to do these days. It's nice and calm. The wind's up, but there's no waves. There's no bouncing around like it is at the other side of the island, so it's good shelter for tonight. Oh, this will do. Morning, still in the north end of Erikusa Island. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, just woke up. Bit of a rolling night, but there's absolutely nothing here except goats and gulls. That's the view out to sea out the back behind me. And of course there's the cliffs where all the gulls are all milling about. But there's nothing, nobody about, no other boats. So the question is to stay here and do some repairs or carry on back to Sarande where all the mayhem starts. Jet skis, those things that tow behind boats that fly up in the air with loads of people on bananas, flying bananas, whatever you call them. And of course behind me there, that's Albania, so I'll be going there next week. I've got to be out of here by Monday. Well, today's Tuesday. So let's see how it goes. Okay, it's time to move on, I think, back to Sarande. It's a lovely place this, but it's a little bit rolly. As you can see, I'm trying to hold the camera as steady as I can. See how much it rolls. I mean, it's not a problem, but it is when you're trying to do something and you're falling about all over the place. I mean, there's no wind today, and yet where's this swell coming from? Always amazes me. Okay, so it's bye-bye Sarande. Bit of a grey day on my way back to Gouvier, getting ready for leaving the EU. Sad times. Just been to get some fuel and food. It's a bit wild out there today. Lots of swell, lots of wind. Fuel tanker in the bay. But I'm just on my way back to Gypsy. Dinghy's down there. And Gypsy's tucked behind that yacht there. But a difference how this, well, let's see how calm it is here in the bay. I choose wisely. Bit of a photo shoot going on down there with a couple of models. Still moored up at Greco Hotel in Gouvier, Corfu, and one of these super yachts, what they're like when lit up at night. You could power a small country with that, couldn't you? That's unbelievable. Still moored up at Ecotel in Gouvier. There's the super yacht Chaos, which is owned by the Walmart family, Nancy Walton to be exact, and her husband Bill. They're into everything, banking and what have you. But it's lit up like a Christmas tree last night. I showed you on another video. But the garage is at the side, which has a huge tender that pops out. Quite an impressive sight. This other yacht here on the right, that's Come Together, owned by Mark Pincus of the online gaming platform. And he was another one who had the Water Sports Centre hanging out the back of his boat yesterday. Just out for a walk round Gouvier Bay. Just on my way from Gouvier Marina to Corfu town anchorage. Just passing a NATO supply ship. There's the old fortress of Corfu town. Now that's how to use a spinnaker on the beam. Very brave. Okay, so that's me anchored up and ashore, and time for a walk round. Okay, so I'm in Corfu port and it's clearing out of grease time. So I've had to walk here from the anchorage, walk to Port Police, and then realised that my Greek cruising tax, they call it the Tapai, had expired end of May. Of course, we're into 17th of June now, so I've had to walk to the agent, which is that blue sign, that white sign with the blue slash in it. Cost me another €50 for another month's cruising tax. I'm leaving Greece tomorrow, so now I've got to walk back to the Port Police, and then have my document stamped and submit my transit document, hand that back in, and then go to customs, which is there's Customs House there, but I've got to walk another half a mile up there to the Port Police. So it's I've got all this to go again when I go to Albania tomorrow, to Sarande. Hey ho. Okay, so just coming up to the Harbour Police to hand in my transit document. Quite a character, this girl, actually. So she's going to want to see I've paid my cruising tax, which is where I've just been. Okay, so just been to the Port Authority, and now they're telling me to go to Passport Control, which is that big brown building in the distance as Serenade of the Seas. So I've got to get my passport stamped there, and then I've got to go back to Customs, which is another mile away, and then back to the Harbour Police again. Isn't bureaucracy just great? Early start from Corfu town to Sarande in Albania. Just passing the Sun Princess at anchor, waiting to get into the port. There's another cruise ship there that I think he should have left ages ago, so I don't think he's going to be too happy. Okay, just approaching Sarande port in Albania. Sorry for the quality of the video, but the boat's rolling a bit coming in. I'm on the engine, there's no wind. I've just spoken to the harbour authorities. They've allowed me to come in, and I've spoken to the agent all by radio because I've no phone signal at the moment, with me being on a Greek SIM card. So let's go ashore in the dinghy. I'll anchor up first, then ashore in the dinghy, go and see the agent, get customs clearance and get myself a SIM card. So it looks like that's the anchorage there. I can see some yachts anchored up. That's where the bigger boats moor up stern to. So the agent said I've got to park where these other yachts are to allow the bigger boats to manoeuvre in stern to. Looks like a nice little place, Sarande. Albania is still a developing country, so I'm not expecting much. Looking forward to a different country for a change. Okay, so now time to get into anchoring mode when I'm towing a dinghy, and the first thing I do is to pull the dinghy closer to the boat, because if this line gets wrapped around the prop, I've got severe problems. Me with anchor down in 8 metres of water, got about 30 metres of chain out. There's not much room here. I mean, I've got to leave plenty of room for those boats to come in and out. And around me, there's yachts everywhere. Yachts behind me. And this guy here manoeuvring, he's another Brit. He's trying to find somewhere. So it's just a matter of trying to find the customs house, which is apparently there. And just about there are some dinghies. So it looks like the place to land the dinghy. So I'll sit here for a few minutes, let the anchor settle and the chain and the boat, and let her swing round and see what's going on. See what this other Brit's going to do and get ashore. Just out on the dinghy, heading towards shore. Now this is really interesting because it's customs dock where the police boats moor up, and you have to walk through customs. It's absolutely bizarre. They occasionally challenge you, and that's what you're doing. And the agent said to me, just say your private yacht and they just let you through. It really is strange, but the beauty about it is, of course, it's 100% secure. Not that there's any crime here in Albania, but it just saves you having to lock everything up, you know. So I'm just going to go ashore, get some water. We've got a ferry here coming alongside, so I'll just get out of his way. He's going to cause a bit of a swell, so this should be interesting. And yeah, get some water, back to the boat, and then put my bike on board and go for a ride down the prom. I think that's the plan today. Okay, just coming up to the dinghy customs dock now. That's customs house there in the pink. So you've got to walk up them steps and go through immigration. This is where everybody else moors up.